Hello, everyone, and welcome. Yes, thank you. So, I just would love to just begin by introducing myself. So, my name is Samuel Washington, and I'm a licensed mental health counselor. I am a certified breathwork facilitator, and I'm also a Reiki master practitioner. And I was trained by Anna at Fire and Spirit. And my offering is a unique combination of those three things. And so welcome to this is the first in the series that we're doing. It's called the Integration Series for Embodiment and Conscious Living. And in this series, I'm going to share breathwork and Reiki over a 6 month period. And we will meet once a month. And I'm looking forward to kind of sharing that with everyone. And so let me just give you a brief overview of this series. So we began this work actually a little bit more than 6 months ago when, as a collective, we all decided that we would come together to offer our specialties. So I've been providing the breathwork and Reiki sessions monthly since the beginning of the year. And that series ended. And so this series kind of picks up where that one left off. And so we are looking to embody the personal growth that we may have experienced as we participated in past series. So it's through breath work and Reiki and the support that those two provide together that we continue to gain insights. Now, when we gain an insight, from my perspective, one of the most important things is that we ground it. Because if we don't ground it and integrate it into who we are, then what we might feel like it might feel like we're just having a series of experiences. But the series of experiences take on a different meaning when we can actually bring them into our present lives. And as the title of the series suggests, and begin to embody them, begin to make them a part of our conscious living practices. Okay, so yeah, so that's a little bit about the series. And what I'd like to do now is just speak a little bit about what our focus might be on today. And so today, I've titled today's session Inner Alignment and Integration. Just a brief description of what I feel integration is. I feel integration is combining one thing with another thing, putting them together and making them whole. So when we combined, let's say who we are at the start of the session with what might come up for us as we do our breath work, we're looking to combine, excuse me, combine them together and to so to speak, make ourselves whole. Um, Now, our focus is also on inner alignment. And there might be times when you notice that you feel scattered, and you might ask yourself, like, how can I bring myself back into coherence? And how can I harmonize some of the things that are coming up for me and bring them into kind of, a sharp focus. So we're going to do that during this session. Um, Let me talk a little bit about the breath work or the breathing technique that we use. So it's a very simple technique and it's conscious connected breathing. And with conscious connected breathing, um, there is no pause at the top and no pause at the bottom of the breath. So our in breath and our out breath are relatively the same length. And if I were to demonstrate and perhaps exaggerate a bit, it might look something like this. So it's an in breath. And so no pause and an out breath. An in breath and an out breath. And we allow ourselves to continue that cycle. We can do it gently and we can do it at our own pace. Now, what I'll invite you to do, if it feels okay, is to breathe in and out through your mouth. But if that ever feels like it's too much, or you want to slow the process down, you can always switch to breathing in and out through your nose, and that will slow the process down. Either way is fine, but the invitation is to give it a shot at breathing in and out through your mouth because that might potentially heighten the experience for you. Um, yeah. So with that, what I'd like to do is kind of begin. What does it feel like, or what might it feel like for us to notice that we have many different parts? We have different aspects of ourselves. We have different ways of being. And what might it be to notice that all of them are so important to us? We don't have to let go of any of the parts that we have, perhaps, but we can listen to them. We can hear them. We can give voice to them. We can allow the different parts of ourselves to share what it is that they'd like to share with us. And as we do that, we create again the opportunity for integration and wholeness. So we're not trying to let go of any of our parts, but rather we're allowing them to perhaps show us, like, yeah, what would you like to say? What do you have to tell me? What what might you want us all as a system, and I'm using that that term very tongue in cheek, as a system to know. Because my thought and my suggestion is that all of those different parts of ourselves are very, very important, and they all have something to say to us. Okay? All right. So what we can do is we can begin the breath work. I will play some music. And as we're playing the music, what I'll do is I will offer you gentle guidance through the breathing. You're free to have your camera on or off, whatever feels right for you. And yeah, let's begin. Oh, before that, I also want to just reiterate again that yeah, we'll be sharing Reiki. And so Reiki is wonderful. It's a Japanese form of relaxation, and it's a form of energy that flows freely. And so I'd like you to just kind of notice that we are sharing Reiki and perhaps even giving yourself the opportunity to experience what that feels like for you. Okay? All right. So wonderful. So we will begin. I am going to turn on the music. And my hope is that everyone can hear the music well. If anything, you can put something into the chat and I can respond to whatever comes up in the chat. And hopefully you can hear my voice also. So as we begin, I invite each of you to get comfortable. You can sit up or you can lie down, whatever feels more comfortable for you. I'd like you to take one in breath through your nose. Breathe out. No pause. One breath in. Breathing out. And now, if you're comfortable, I invite you to begin the conscious connected breathing. You can do so with your mouth open, breathing in and out through your mouth. allowing yourself to notice your breath. As you breathe, I'd like you to also know that you're free to move in any way that you want to. Simply breathing. I invite you to find a place of trust within yourself and also a place of ease. Continuing with the breath. As you're breathing, you may notice that thoughts come and go, that emotions may come and go, or even that body sensations come and go. That's perfectly fine. What I invite you to do is imagine that there's a table sitting in front of you. And anything that comes up, you can simply place it on that table. You can choose what you'd like to engage with. Simply breathing. There is such power in our breath. Simply breathing. Noticing what it feels like to allow whatever is there the space and the freedom to be, not struggling with yourself. Breathing and allowing. simply breathing, noticing what it might feel like to allow all of the different aspects of ourselves to have space. Continuing to breathe. And I invite you, if it feels okay, to deepen your breath. I invite you to give space for all aspects of yourself to be present. allowing the breath to take the lead. Allowing the breath to be. Remaining connected with ourselves. Allowing for all aspects of ourselves to be present. Yes. Noticing what it feels like to remain present with yourself. Wonderful. You keep breathing. I invite you to slowly and at your own pace begin to return to your natural breath. Allowing yourself the opportunity, perhaps for some light movement. Maybe the opportunity to wiggle your hand, your fingers, your toes. As you gently allow yourself to come back to the space. Taking your time. remaining connected to yourself. This will be the last song. Wonderful. As we continue, taking our time, I invite relaxed movement. I invite you to open your eyes. And perhaps what we'll do is talk a little bit. Well, I'll share a little bit what this experience may have been like. At the beginning, we said that we were focusing on inner alignment and integration. We invited the different aspects of ourselves, possibly, to be present. At times, the different aspects of ourselves can feel like they're in their own space. And that might feel like being the opposite of inner alignment and integration. That might feel like fragmentation. So the opportunity that perhaps we had is to notice that we can be present with different aspects of ourselves. And to ask ourselves what that feels like. Yeah. So what I'd like to do is I'll share a journal prompt that all those that are with us we can talk about. But those that are seeing this on YouTube, you have the opportunity to kind of work with this journal prompt. And so the first prompt is, what still feels fragmented within me? What still feels fragmented within me? And the next prompt is, where is my energy most aligned? So the journaling practice that I invite all of you to engage in, if you choose to, is just to give yourself some free time to notice perhaps what came up or what comes up for you as you're doing breath work, as you're experiencing Reiki, as we're just sharing that with one another here. And allow yourself some space to just write. See what comes up for you. No judgment. Allow yourself to have freedom. Now, the last thing I'd like to do is share an affirmation. And so the affirmation that I share, you can say it out loud or you can say it silently to yourself, is I bring all parts of myself into harmony. I bring all parts of myself into harmony. So I'd like to thank all those who are watching this on YouTube for your participation. I'd like to thank all those that are present here for your participation. And we can stay on, we can have a further conversation. That would be wonderful. Um, the work of integration isn't something that we complete in a single moment. It's a practice. It's a practice of presence that we can take breath by breath. And I look forward to continuing this journey with you. During our next session, what we will talk about are some of the shadow parts of ourselves that might come up and how we can develop the ability to sit with all parts of ourselves, to notice what all parts of ourselves have to say. Yeah. So we will resume again in 1 month's time, and I look forward to that. So at this time, those who are here in person, I invite you to remain. And I'd like to say thank you to those who are watching via YouTube.